so that we can. So when we look at this, we have said that in most of the cases, when we want to deal with a database, when we want to deal with what? Database. Also, when we want to create a query, for example, in this particular given case, we need to have different types of what? Data that you should be able to see. So like in this case, now I want to show the basic pay that's more than 20,000. If I want to show basic pay that's more than 20,000, I have to do what? To go to create. When I click create, I'm choosing query design here. So I'll drag this. So you see, this scenario may happen to you. You see now it's pointing on queries. Now you bring it back to table. Then you drag it like this. After dragging it, now you can double click, you drag it here. Now basic pay that's more than 20,000. So I can hold shift on my keyboard, then I press greater than 20,000 here. Greater than, some of us still are, they normally confuse. So don't confuse 20 and greater than and less than. Since you know what is greater than is your right hand, less than is your left hand. So if you see your left hand, when you fold it, even to less than. When you see your right hand, when you fold it, it becomes what? Greater than in our case here. So when you have such a case and you find a challenge of you understanding it, you'll need to do what? To refer from your hands so that you can be able to understand. So in this case, you just click what? Run. When you click run, it will be able to pop up like this. So things that are greater than 20,000. Is this really true? It seems I have typed something wrong. Greater than 20. Okay, you see, I typed on department, which should be on basic pay. So that's why we should be very careful. So kama ingekuwa kwa mtihani una run tu, alafu nasema mwalimu hiyo kitu nimeichapa, kumbe umeanguka. So you run it now. So this is what is expected here. 1, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31. Then you can now do what? Right click it, then you save it. So you can say greater than what? Greater than 21,000. Greater than 21,000 here. So you put 1,000. Then you click what? Okay. Like that. Then you say, you cannot what? You can now right click and then you close it. So if I want values that are less than 21,000 or less than 20,000, maybe for example, they ask you to create a query to display people with the basic pay, which is less than 20,000. So you go to create, then you select what? Query design. Query design. The query design. So you have to, so this scenario here, which I've shown it here, you can change it to table. Then you can drag this. After dragging, now you can drop it. So basic pay that's less than, you need to hold shift, then less than here, 20,000 like that. So these show values that are less than 20,000. Then you can now click query design, then you run it here. So we have Peter, John, Kamau in this case. Maybe the company wanted to increase their salary. That's how they will be able to sort them out. Then you can right click, you click what? Save. After clicking save, now you can say less than what? Not greater than, less than 20,000 like that. Then you save it. Then you close. And if at all you want someone who is in between 20,000 and 30, or between 20,000 and 25, you go to create. Maybe you want to create a query to show people who are between 20,000 and 25,000, their salary. So you just click create query design here. After selecting query design, you choose table. Then you drag it here. You double click, then you drag it here. So salary, basically, so instead of writing so many statements, you just write between. You write between, you can write 20,000 and 25,000. 25,000. So after typing like that, now you click run. You'll see it here. Then you can right click, you do it, you save, you write between For example, 20,000 and maybe 25,000. Then you click what? Okay. Remember to close your queries. Remember to close your queries. Always you need to stick to the table data. Don't stick to any kind of data that you want to use. So always stick to your table data. Now, if I want to see computer department, I'll just click create query design. If I want to see computer department, I'll choose create query design. So I'll tap a click here, and then I'll drag it here. So under department, I can type here computer department. So I'll type computer. So this one I will not be able to specify. I'll just write the name like that. So I'll see people who are in computer department. Then you right click, you save. So you type computer. After typing computer, now you can click OK, like that. Then you right click, you close it. In our case here, maybe I want research and finance. I go to create query design. So I have to specify a table, then I drag it here. After dragging, I can drag it here. So maybe I want what? Let me refer. I want research and finance department. So when you look at this, I'll go to criteria, and then I type what? Research. After typing research, then I type or finance. Or finance here. So you just type finance like that. Then you can now do what? Click query design, then you run. So you find people are in the finance and research department, like that. Then you right click yourself, you click OK, you right click OK, you what? You close it like that. And if people are in the finance department and their age is above 30 years, people are in finance department and their age is above 30 years. So in this case, we have some people who are in finance, but their age is less than that. It's less than that. They will not be displayed because that's a constraint that you will have assigned. So you just click create query design. Click query design here. Then you can table. Then you drag it here. You double click. You drag it like that. So after dragging, now you have to do it. They have said people who are in a research department and they are above 30. So you come and type department, type research. You type research, and now when you go to age, you can put greater than 30,000, 30 years. Then you can now click, then you run like that. So you have only one person. But when you go to this table, we have so many people. So people here who are above, who are in the research department. So you only selected one. So once they have done, you right click, you save. Okay, then you right click to close like that. And that's how you normally do with this. So we have so many queries that you can create, but depend with how question comes out in this case. So for example, if someone asks you to show people with the letter K and they are in research department, people with the letter K and they are in what? Research department. Or people whose their name starts with the letter K and they are in finance. People whose their name starts with the letter K and they are in finance department, then their age is what? More than 30 years. So you go and click create query design. So when you click query design, you have to specify your table here. Then you double click, you drag it here. After dragging it, now you have to do what? To go to name. They have said people with the letter K. So you type K star. If it starts with the letter K, then they have said they are also in what? Which department? Research. So when it's in research, you type research. And their age is more than 30 years. So you type greater than, you type what? Greater than 30. You type greater than what? 30, like that. Then you come and click query design. Then you click run. You'll see it's an empty space because that person is not existing. Because when you look at there, people with the letter K wako kwa finance department na sisi tumesema research. So this criteria, they may omit that particular given name. But if we go and correct to semi-finance, let us go back to our query. So if you want to edit a query, you just right click on it and then you choose what design view. Yeah. When you choose design view now, instead of research, you can type what? Finance. You can type finance department like that. Then you click run. You'll see the password will be displayed here. So that's how you should be able to navigate within the program. Then you right click, you save. Then you right click what? Close. Now, apart from queries, we have also another tool that we can use in Access, which we call it our form. We have also another tool which we can use in Access. It's called a form. So when you want to create a form, you just need to have create. Then you go to form wizard here. We normally go to form wizard. After clicking form wizard, this value here, it's used to enter one field at a time. This one is used to remove one field at a time. So the single arrow takes in one at a time. Single arrow also remove it one at a time. But double arrow, it takes it all. Then double arrow to remove also all like that. So if I want all fields, then they say apart from age, I'll select age alone, then I remove it. So this is included or a selected field, and this one is what? Not excluded, excluded. Not included. So you come and select this one, next. Then you can choose the type of database that you want. We have tabular, we have datasheet, we have Justify. So you choose tabular, then you click what? Next. After clicking next, you just finish like that. So you'll see your form. Choice take solution. So in this case, you just right click and then you save, right click, you close like that. I've said for you to create a form because we have only three things that they will ask you in Access: creating a query, creating a form, and creating a report. And queries already we have known how to create it. For queries, you just click create query design. But for form, you go to create form wizard here. Then you can enter fields here. If they say apart from employment date, you can remove. But if they don't specify, you just click next, then you choose tabular. Then you click next, then you click finish here. So when you click finish, this date will be displayed like this. Some people like squeezing the columns. So you just right click, then you choose layout view. Then you can squeeze it here like this. You squeeze until it fits on your screen like this. So you try to fit it. Like in this case, you just drag it. But sometimes when you are in an exam, you only deal with what? Values that are compatible. Don't concentrate on this one, which will waste a lot of time. This particular given case. You can right click, you save. You can right click, you close. That's how you can create a form. Creating a form and report it is of similar style. For example, when I want to create a form, you go to create form wizard. If I want to create a report, you go to report wizard here. So just click report wizard, then you enter all. When they say apart from age or basic pay, you remove it. If they don't say you include it in our case here. Then you click next. When you click next, you'll have also to specify, for example, in most of the cases, they can say use age as a grouping name. Use age as a grouping name. So you just select age and then you put it as a grouping name. Then you click next. Next. Then you finish. So that's how your table will look like. So in this case, you have seen such a scenario. This is something that someone can ask you in theory. Explain the work of the following error as used in Access. This one means spacing between column is very small. Spacing between column is very small. So for you to adjust, you see the space is very huge here. So you need to do what? To adjust by right clicking, then you choose layout view. You right click on the top. You'll find someone right clicking here. Don't right click here. You right at the top, then you choose layout view. After choosing layout view, now you can resize this like this. You try to resize this like this. So, and when you are resizing, don't resize like you are wedding. You resize as you as you respect your time in exam. This is the only paper where you can feel disappointed ukishatoka hapo because of poor time management. Itakuweka nje. So when you are squeezing this, you need to ensure everything is in time managing like that. Can you understand? That's just like that. So once I've done, you see the table will be very clear like this. Then you can right click, you say, you close it like that. So that's how you can be able to do. So I'll go back to the queries. I've said when you want to create a form, you go to Form Wizard. When you want to create a report, you go to what? A Report Wizard here, in our case. So I'll just preview you some question here so that we can discuss it very fast. I'll be pointing someone and give you a mouse. So if you see your screen is asking you to accept, kindly accept. Okay? If your screen is requesting you to accept the mouse. So you just accept and then we work it very fast. So in our case here, we have such like a question. And I want to respond. Create the queries to determine the number of people with a basic salary greater than 20,000. Create a query to show number of people with basic salary greater than 20,000. So in this case, who will respond to such a question? I'll give Unita to respond to such a question very fast. So Unita, if you are there, accept the mouse. Accept the mouse. Have you accepted? If you are there, accept the mouse on the screen. And if you are sleeping, wake up. We want to create a query to show salary which is greater than 20,000. I've sent a signal on your screen. Accept, then you control the screen. You need to come about Tulia. Let me keep it. Mr. Festa, do you have a laptop? Hello? Yeah. Joyce, you have a laptop? Oh? Hello, Joyce?
No.
You have a laptop?
No.
You are not in a conducive environment.
Someone borrowed my laptop. Najarudisha.
Where chunga laptop isiende. Haya, Mr. Festus, uko na laptop?
Yes. Yeah.
Let me give you a mouse. You try to show us something here. We want to display basic salary that is greater than 20,000. Accept the mouse. You go to create. Create. Are you using create?
Great.
You can solve as 3, then I will solve 3, then unit will solve 3, and then we finish the class. But let us be fast. So you go to create, or I work them all out.
Number. Create now.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Go to create query design. When you click create, you will see query design here below. So I'll point to table here. Okay. Let me finalize. Let me just finalize. I've seen Mr. Festus and Acharibu. But now, because of time, I'll take over the mouse. We try to see. So if you are there, kindly look on the screen. So we have said people with salary greater than what? 20,000. So you just double click here and then you drag it here. So if you go to salary, you put where? 20,000? 20,000 here. Like that. Then you can run it. To run, you'll display people with the 20,000 salary. You right click yourself like that. Then you close. Number of people with the basic salary less than 30,000. Again, you go to create. Create what? Query design here. Then you have to drag this one here. Then you double click. You drag it. So basic salary less than 30,000. You hold shift, then less than 30. Write 30,000. Then you come and click what? You come and select what? Run here. After clicking run, you'll see it. Then you can do what? Right click yourself. Click OK. You right click again, you close. And number of people with the basic salary greater than or equal to 70,000 and less than what? 30,000. So this is between. You type between. So you go to create query design. Query design. You come and click here. You drag this one here. You double click. Then you drag it here. So 20,000, 70,000. So you just type here between. Between. We have said 70,000. Then you put space. You type and 30,000. That then you can do it. You can run it. If you run, you'll see it here. 17,000 and 30,000. So you right click, you save. Then you right click, you close. So all employees from research department, we have said to go to create. You select what? Query design. Then you can choose table. You drag it here. The research department, you drag it. Then you type what? Department research. Search. Like that. Type department research. Then you click run. When you click run, you'll see research department. You right click, you save. You click OK. You right click, you close. All employees from finance the same. All employees from computer the same. All employees having first name, first character name to be J. So you go to create query design. Then you have to do what? You choose table here. You drag it here. So you double click. Then you drag it here. So name that has letter J starts with the letter J. First name, letter J. So you put J star. The J star, it will keep you people with names J. Then you can click it, run. Like that. So you'll see J, John, James, and Jane. You right click yourself. You right click you block. All employees with the name ending with the S. You go to create query design here. Then you choose table. Drag it here. So all employees with the names ending with the letter J. You go to names. You type what? Star S. If the name ends with a given letter, you just put star, then S. Then you can run it like this. Then you write, save. Okay. You right click, you close. All people who were employed before on or before 10th, blah blah. You just go to create query design. Query design here. Then you choose table, you drag it here. So you double click, then you drag it below. Like that. So you have to do it to go to date. You have to go to date. You come and click date, employment date here. So before it is less than, then equal to, which is on 10th stroke 11 stroke 1980, like that. Then you go and click run. You'll see those people like that. So you can right click, you save it, you click OK. You right click, you close, like that. And that's how you should be able to manage those queries. Now, we have this exercise here. This exercise. You'll have to do it, this one. We'll create a database by the name Maple. then you have to save it as Ark Hotel. You'll type the values the way they are, then you'll start to create these queries. All married people whose last name has blah. First name starting with the letter J. All married people, blah blah. You save it as a Japa. So I'll open a forum to each and everybody so that you try to do this. So if you do this, now we'll have also one exercise on how to create a relationship between tuples. Then from there now on, probably next week, I'll start a revision. The exam in other 17th November. At least you have 1 month left. But now 1 month is not for sleeping. Hii 1 month ndio utafute mwalimu umwambie wewe pesa yenye umekula kwangu lazima itaisha. Lakini ukilala mimi sasa nitalala niseme shika mimi makoti make sure pesa yenye umetoa imeisha. Lakini usilale in my case here. So that's the last milestone yenye yafaa ukune na utilize your time with the teacher. So any question where you are, if at all you have a question, you can raise your question. Yes, Mr. Martin, naona unapepa mkono. Mr. Festus.
Yes, yes.
Unapepa mkono? Uko na swali?
Sina.
Haya, utafanya hiyo maswali. Mimi nishakupea maswali. So in case you find a challenge there, you raise an alarm. Haya, next. Madam Yunita, uko na swali?
Hapana, sina. Nitauliza baadaye.
To make sure hiyo tepo nimewapea kama assignment umefanya. Hiyo ndio the first thing that I will check. Taya muna maswali? Haya, Joyce, do you have a question?
No.
Joyce, umelala? Hauna swali?
Sahi hatuna maswali. Kesho
Make sure you try to do that tepo. Kindly nisikuche kesho nianze kudesign. Let me find you kama msha design and you have 1 or 2 questions to sort out. Alafu nifanye how you can link tuples using relationship. Thank you very much for paying attention for this class. Let us meet it tomorrow. But now the assignment that I have given out, me exercise 6. You go and create, then you solve these questions. These are your happens. Yes. Enjoy your night. Let us meet tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Same.